The Williams family had always dreamed of financial independence. They had worked hard for years, saving and investing their money in hopes of one day being able to retire comfortably on their own terms. But when a crisis hit their region, the Williamses found themselves facing an uncertain financial future. With businesses shutting down and unemployment rates rising, they were worried about how they would make ends meet. To make matters worse, Mrs. Williams lost her job and Mr. Williams's hours were cut back significantly. They were barely able to afford their bills and were constantly worried about how they would pay for their children's education and medical expenses. At first, the Williamses were tempted to give up on their dreams of financial independence. It seemed like an impossible goal given the circumstances. They were struggling to make ends meet and didn't see how they could possibly save enough money to achieve financial independence. But instead of throwing in the towel, the Williamses decided to double down on their efforts to achieve financial independence. They knew that if they gave up on their dreams, they would be letting the crisis defeat them. So they dug deep and found the strength to keep going. They started by cutting unnecessary expenses and finding ways to save money wherever they could. They also looked for opportunities to earn extra income, such as taking on part-time jobs or starting their own side businesses. Despite the many challenges they faced, the Williamses never lost sight of their long-term financial goals. To help them achieve their goals, the Williamses turned to the principles of financial planning. They created a budget that was designed within their means and saved more money. They also set specific financial goals, such as paying off their debts and building a large emergency fund. And they developed a plan to achieve these goals, which included making smart investments and saving aggressively. But perhaps most importantly, the Williamses stayed focused on each other and their family. They knew that if they could weather the storm and come out on the other side, they would be in a much stronger position to achieve financial independence. And so, they leaned on each other for support and encouragement, reminding themselves that they were in this together and that they would get through it as a team. In addition to cutting expenses and finding ways to earn extra income, the Williamses also made smart investments to build their wealth. They researched and invested in stocks that they believed had strong potential for growth, and they also invested in Bitcoin, which they believed had the potential to provide substantial returns in the long run. The Williamses had a portfolio that was made up of 80% stocks and 20% bonds, and they carefully monitored their investments to ensure that they were aligned with their overall asset allocation. For example, the Williamses invested in blue-chip stocks such as Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, which they believed had strong potential for growth. They also invested in mutual funds and exchange-traded funds, which provided them with diversified exposure to different assets. The Williamses' journey to financial independence took 15 years, but it was worth it. They made sacrifices and worked hard every day, but they never lost sight of their long-term goals. They decided to pursue financial independence when their children, Emily and Michael, were in kindergarten, and they were determined to provide a secure financial future for their family. Despite their struggles, the Williamses always made sure that their children had food, clothes, utilities, and a roof over their heads. They worked hard to provide the necessities for their family, and they never let their financial struggles get in the way of their children's education or well-being. As the years passed, the Williamses' struggles began to ease. Mr. Williams was able to find a better-paying job, and Mrs. Williams was able to start her own successful business. Their children were able to focus on their studies and extracurricular activities, and the family was able to afford the things they needed to live comfortably. After these years of hard work and sacrifice, the Williamses were able to achieve financial independence. They had paid off all of their debts, built a substantial emergency fund, and had enough savings and investments to support themselves for the rest of their lives. The Williamses' journey to financial independence wasn't easy, but it was worth it. They learned that with determination, hard work, and a long-term perspective, it is possible to achieve financial independence even during difficult times. They also learned the importance of communication, teamwork, and supporting each other through thick and thin. But the Williamses didn't stop there. They continued to learn and grow, taking financial education courses and staying up to date on the latest financial news and trends. They also continued to invest in their own personal development, learning new skills and expanding their knowledge. Now, the Williamses are enjoying the fruits of their labor. They are able to afford all of the things they once thought were out of reach, from family vacations to college tuition for their children. They are also able to give back to their community, supporting local charities and organizations that are making a difference in their region. The Williamses' journey to financial independence is an inspiration to all who hear their story. They prove that with hard work, determination, and the support of loved ones, it is possible to achieve anything you set your mind to. And they are living proof that no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem, it is always possible to achieve financial independence and build a bright future for you and your family. Their journey wasn't always easy, and there were many times when they wanted to give up. But they never lost hope, and they never stopped believing in themselves and each other. And in the end, that is what helped them to achieve their dreams of financial independence. In conclusion, the Williams family's journey to financial independence is a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and the support of loved ones. They faced many challenges along the way, but they never let them defeat them. Instead, they found ways to overcome them and to achieve their long-term financial goals. Their story is an inspiration to all who hear it, and it serves as a reminder that no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem, it is always possible to achieve financial independence. With the right mindset, a long-term perspective, and a willingness to work hard and make sacrifices, anyone can achieve financial freedom and build a bright future for themselves and their loved ones. It's important to note that this story is for entertainment purposes only and is not meant to be taken as financial advice. The strategies and tactics that the Williams family used to achieve financial independence may not be suitable for everyone, and it's always important to seek the advice of a financial professional before making any investment decisions. This story was generated using artificial intelligence and is based on research and information that was available at the time of writing. It is intended to provide a general overview of some strategies that may be useful for achieving financial independence, but is not meant to be exhaustive or to cover every possible scenario. It is always important to do your own research and to make decisions that are right for your individual circumstances.